1 Piso coin, 2000 issue belongs to the Flora and Fauna series of Philippine coins which was introduced in 1983 and lasted until 2003. This series replaced the Engi Bagong Lipunan coins and was designed to reflect both national heroes and the rich biodiversity of the Philippines. The year 2000, the coinage system was already undergoing modernization under the Bangko Sentral and Pilipinas BSP, which had taken over coin and currency production after its establishment in 1993, replacing the Central Bank of the Philippines. The 1 Piso, both in design and in the era it represented. 2000. 1 Piso coin features the bust portrait of José Rizal, the Philippine national hero, who was executed by Spanish colonial authorities in 1896. Rizal was chosen for the 1 Piso denomination because of his enduring influence as a reformist writer and symbol of national identity. Inscription around the coin includes. This design emphasizes nationalism and honors Rizal's role in the struggle for independence. The reverse side of the coin highlights the Philippine Tamaraw Bubalus mindorensis, a dwarf buffalo found only on the island of Mindoro. This animal is a critically endangered species and was chosen to raise awareness of Philippine wildlife conservation. The depiction of the Tamaraw reinforced the Flora and Fauna Series mission of showcasing the country's specifications were standard across most 1 Piso coins of the Flora and Fauna Series. 2000 was a politically and economically significant time for the Philippines. President Joseph Isidro Estrada was in office, and his administration faced controversies that eventually led to his ouster in January 2001. During this period, the Philippine peso was facing inflationary pressures, and coinage remained vital in everyday transactions. 1 Piso coin was widely used in transportation fares, jeepneys, buses, tricycles, small goods in public markets, and vending machines. For ordinary Filipinos, the 1 Piso coin was not just currency but part of daily survival. 2001 Piso coin is fairly common, since millions were minted for circulation. However, its historical appeal comes from being among the later issues. Series was introduced in 2003. Collectors value coins in uncirculated or proof-like condition, and some may hold on to the year 2000 coins as a reminder of the turn of the millennium in Philippine coinage history. 2001 Piso coin is remembered as a transitional piece marking the late years of the Flora and Fauna series before modernization brought new designs and security features. Its combination of Rizal's portrait and the Tamaraw reflects the coin's dual mission to honor the national hero and to promote environmental awareness. Even though the 1 Piso coin continues to evolve with different designs, 2001 Piso coin was part of the Flora and Fauna series, launched in 1983 by the Central Bank of the Philippines, CBP. This series replaced the Engi Bagong Lipunan ABL coins that were linked to Ferdinand Marcos' regime by replacing ABL coins. The new designs distanced the country's money from political propaganda and focused instead on national identity and biodiversity. 1993, the Bangko Sentral and Pilipinas BSP replaced the central bank. From that point forward, all coin designs carried the BSP seal. The 2001 Piso coin was among those issued under this new BSP, marking it as part of a modernization effort in Philippine currency management. The Flora and Fauna series combined heroes, human figures of independence and reform with wildlife, animals and plants native to the Philippines. The goal was to strike a balance between patriotism and ecological pride. The 1 Piso coin's design reflected this dual identity perfectly. On the front obverse is José Rizal, the Philippines' most celebrated national hero, a reformist writer and intellectual. Rizal advocated peaceful reforms under Spanish rule and inspired the independence movement. His portrait symbolized the intellectual foundation of the Filipino nation. The inscription read, the back reverse depicts the Tamaraw Bubalus mindorensis, a dwarf water buffalo found only on Mindoro Island. By 2000, the Tamaraw was already classified as critically endangered, with fewer than 300 left in the wild. Its inclusion on the coin was not decorative. It was a national statement of ecological responsibility. These specifications ensured durability in circulation, while the copper-nickel composition gave the coin resistance against wear. 1 Piso coin in 2000 was central to daily life in the Philippines. Jeepney fares, street food, sari-sari, store items, and even phone booths relied heavily on this coin. It was small but powerful in shaping the economy of ordinary people. 2000, under President Joseph Estrada, the peso's value was weakening. the exchange rate floated around Philippine peso 40 to $1 USD. A sign of the economic challenges of the period, inflation made the 1 piso coin lose some purchasing power, but it was still indispensable for transport, snacks, and small change. The year 2000 held global importance as the start of a new millennium for the Philippines. The 1 piso coin of that year symbolizes the transition into the 21st century, a coin that carried the past, Rizal and the Tamaraw, while being used in a rapidly modernizing society. 2003, the Flora and Fauna coins were replaced by the new BSP series. This made the 2001 Piso coin one of the last issues of its design, making it historically significant as part of a closing chapter in Philippine numismatics. Value in history: collectors prize the coin not for rarity, but for its symbolism and place in history. Millennium year coins, dated to 1000, are often collected as millennium souvenirs worldwide. Part of a retired series. The earliest quarter centavo coins appeared under American colonial rule in the early 1900s, though back then they were made of copper, nickel, and carried designs of liberty and the Filipino laborer. By the time the Philippines gained full independence in 1946, the 25 centimo was already an established small denomination in the national currency. The Philippine peso underwent several design changes in the mid to late 20th century. In the 1960s, coins were still quite large and often made from more valuable metals, but inflation and practical usage gradually pushed designs toward smaller, lighter coins. The 25 centimo became a staple for everyday transactions, especially in public markets and transport fares. 1995, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) launched the BSP coin series, which included a brass-colored 25 centimo featuring Juan Luna, the famous Filipino painter and revolutionary. This series became the backbone of Philippine coinage for nearly 2 decades. But by the early 2010s, the coins had begun to lose their luster and were prone to discoloration, making them harder to recognize. In the early 2010s, the BSP began research into a new generation currency and GC coin series. The goals were to: the 2015 25 centimo introduced a stylized Philippine flag set on the obverse, replacing historical portraits. The year of minting appears below, with the denomination boldly stated. This design choice reflects modernism, but still ties to the 1896 Philippine Revolution, whose spirit is embodied in the 8 rays of the sun. The reverse design places the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas logo at the center, signifying the institution's role in safeguarding the economy. Surrounding it is the inscription, Republika ng Pilipinas, reaffirming national identity. Unlike the brass-plated steel of older coins, the 2015 version uses nickel-plated steel. This change gives the coin a silver appearance, extends its lifespan, and makes it more resistant to tarnish from daily handling, important in a tropical climate like the Philippines. At 20 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.5 grams, the 2015 25 centimo is light, yet distinct enough for tactile recognition. The smooth edge is a practical choice for small denominations, differentiating it from larger coins with reeded edges. 2015 inflation had reduced the coin's buying power, but it remained crucial for exact change in jeepneys, tricycles, buses, and sari-sari stores. For commuters and small vendors, the 25 centimo still helped round off transactions. When first introduced, the 2015 25 centimo and its NGC siblings drew mixed reactions. Some welcomed the clean, modern look, others missed the portraits of national heroes. Over time, however, the public adapted and the coin became part of everyday commerce. While it holds little numismatic premium today in circulated coins, the 25 centimo coin from the Philippines, minted in 2015, is a small yet fascinating piece of modern Filipino numismatic history. It belongs to the new generation currency coin series, a set of redesigned coins released by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) to enhance security features, improve durability, and modernize the nation's currency. By the early 2010s, Philippine coins from the 1995 BSP coin series had been circulating for nearly 2 decades. Over time, many coins suffered from wear, counterfeiting attempts, and reduced public recognition due to tarnishing. In 2014, the BSP began introducing the NGC coin series in phases, and the 2015 25 centimo was part of the initial rollout. The front of the 2015 25 centimo coin prominently features the stylized Philippine flag sun, an iconic national emblem with 8 rays representing the 8 provinces that first revolted against Spanish rule in 1896. Above it is the denomination, 25 centimo in bold lettering, with the year 2015 at the bottom. Unlike earlier series that carried portraits of Filipino heroes, the NGC coins embraced a modern minimalist design, symbolizing a forward-looking nation while honoring traditional elements. On the reverse, the coin bears the text Republika ng Pilipinas encircling the upper rim, along with the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP logo at the center. The BSP logo reflects the country's monetary authority and its commitment to economic stability. The 2015-25 centimo is made of nickel-plated steel, giving it a silvery appearance and making it resistant to corrosion, and upgrade from the brass-colored earlier versions. It is small and lightweight, with a diameter of 20 millimeters and a weight of 2.5 grams. Economic and circulation context. In 2015, the Philippine economy was experiencing steady growth with increasing demand for small denominations